Now let's build a page here and see how it looks, and see how all of these resources play a part. Let's go back to our themes, which is the root of every website, and we'll go ahead and use the Bootstrap theme, which will import the Bootstrap framework, which will make it much easier to lay out content, to style it, and display it nicely on a web page. We'll create a template that belongs to our current Bootstrap theme. We'll give it a title, and in this case, I'll choose the Bootstrap page template, a layout that will give us the main content and an optional sidebar. There are a number of configuration settings that are available here, but we'll skip those for now and go into greater detail on those in another video. And down at the bottom here, we'll click to save this and create the template. Then let's come down to the bottom again and click Create Page. Let's start with creating a very simple header. This is usually something we create once for a site, and it will remain consistent across all of our pages, containing our logo, our navigation menus, and so on. But for this example, we'll just create a simple header with some placeholder text to show you how this works. We'll come to Headers, Create New Header. Select our theme, in this case we'll select Bootstrap, and give it a title. We'll enter in some placeholder text, and create header. Now when we come to Pages, and edit our home page, we can simply select that header from the drop-down menu. Click Update Page to save it. Let's preview. And we see that it is nested within our page. Let's look at the components now, which are reusable pieces of content, and they can be added or embedded to any page. And components can also be nested within other components. So this makes it easy to create one piece of content and then reuse it in a number of different pages or even different websites altogether. So let's come to the Components section and create a new component. We'll use our Bootstrap theme again. We'll give it a title, and let's choose Section as our type. And for now, we'll simply enter in some text as HTML and click Create Component to save it. So now, if we go back to Pages, we'll look at the page we've just created. We'll import that component as extended content, and it will now show up in the drop-down menu under that title we gave it, and we can import it here. Click Update Page to save it. And now we can see that it shows up on our page. But let's go back into components and look at this in a little bit more depth. We see here that as we have imported it, we have also generated an embed code for it. So even if we remove it as extended content, and rather than using the WYSIWYG editor, we can enable the HTML here, insert that embed code in our HTML. Click Update Page to save it. And that component that we created will show up that way.